been quite a long time since I've done a YouTube video, but I do have an exciting one here today. We have the Everyday Matters 2018 diary. Very excited to show it to you guys. You might have seen some sneak peeks on social media and stuff. It is available now in two sizes. We have the small little pocket size, and we have the bigger desk size, which is my personal favorite. Alright, so I'm just going to sort of flip through and show you, and as in previous years, the colors aren't 100% the same. They look pretty good on my camera, but let me move this guy out of the way. But they are more vibrant and beautiful in person. Okay, so we have the initial spread here, and then we have every month, if you're not familiar, every month has a theme. This one is openness. It has an affirmation, a little bit talking about the theme, and each theme comes with an illustration that I have done myself that kind of ties in with the theme as well. So January is openness, and then this is what the spreads look like. So each spread has the full week, and then there's an activity that you can do that relates to the quote. So every week has a quote tying in with the theme. So everything is all related and connected each month, which is really exciting because it gives you an opportunity to sort of dive into things a little bit more instead of just thinking, oh, I'll read this one nice quote and move on. You kind of get to think about openness all month long. So then at the end, you get the overview for the month and your overview with the calendar. You get what you're grateful for, a little section here. I actually use this entire thing for gratitude. I do sort of my top things here, but depending on how you use your diary, you might want to just have your gratitude here. And then there are some questions to reflect on whatever the topic was that month. So that's generally what the layout looks like. So we're going to just sort of flip through right now, and I'll show you the illustrations and themes for this year. This is one of my favorite spreads. Imagination for February. And then, it has the same spread. You'll see some of the illustrations throughout. And let's see if we can flip to March is awareness, and we've got these beautiful icebergs and sort of the concept of thinking about what's below the surface and being more in touch with the whole and not just sort of what's on top. Then we're going to move into April, which is beautiful. Where I live, it's very appropriate for spring vibes, but I think it's universal no matter where you live. And April will be talking about one of my favorite topics, which is gratitude. I do a gratitude challenge on Instagram every November, so this is definitely one of my favorite sections and one of the most important probably for all year long, because obviously we have what you're grateful for throughout the year. So it's something I like to focus on all year long, but it's kind of nice during April to kind of dive into it a little bit more. Not sure if you guys can hear Barkley growling in the background, but I love how this turned out. This is Passion from May and is beautiful. And then, June might be my favorite spread. So let me show you perspective. So when I was creating this one, I was thinking of what it's like when you're like laying on the ground and you're sort of looking up through a bunch of trees, and how that completely shifts your perspective versus if you're just walking through a forest or something and looking at the trees. There's just so many ways you can see the world. So that's what I was thinking when I created this one. I also think it's a really good topic to talk about, especially kind of at that halfway mark throughout the year. And I love sort of how these came out in the spread. July, another really important topic is friendship. I love sort of how the clouds overlap a little bit and you kind of have a feeling of movement. So August, which is patience, and we've sort of got the concept of these beautiful vines growing and sort of the patience it takes for things to grow. This is a topic that I struggle personally with a lot. I tend to be a bit of an impatient person, so I'm actually excited that this is something we're focusing a lot on this year. Another one of my absolute favorites with the webs, and the topic is connection, so talking about how everything is connected, and I love the color scheme here and how this one turned out. It's October. We've got the leaves for focus, and my thinking behind this was, you see leaves and you know what they look like or whatever, but when you really get up close and personal with them and you focus really intently on them, you kind of get a totally different feeling about the leaves. You get to see the intricacies and the details that you might not otherwise. So November is compassion, and we have the beautiful petals here. I really like how the color scheme came out with this, and sort of the incorporation of different colors of petals. I think those are really pretty. Plus, I really like the movement and sort of, I don't know, just feels soft and kind of makes me think of compassion. And the last and final month is December, transformation, and this one is also one of my favorites, of course, but I love how we did this concept of the flowers almost turning into the butterflies types of things, like they're kind of connected. And when I started the idea, I was thinking, about the whole caterpillar to butterfly transformation, and instead of going that route, we kind of switched it a little bit. So I love the uniqueness of this one and how it's not, your typical butterfly concept with transformation, but it does tie that in. So at the end of the diary, you got, your full spread for December, and then you have a note from me, and then some notes pages in the back. Every week has an activity, and so some of them might involve writing down something or thinking about something, or you would want to jot down notes, so I like to do it back here. So that is what the diary looks like for 2018, and I'll just kind of quickly flip through this one. I love how we have the matching green, the matching green band with that. That's what it looks like on the side. Oops, there we go. So this one, it's the exact same thing, it's just tiny, which I kind of love because everything is just better when it's smaller. So this is a great one for if you like to carry something in your bag, kind of on the go, and this one's more in your, if you want to keep it on your desk or at home somewhere. So yeah, I hope you guys like it. I am really, really happy with how this one turned out, and I happen to be working right now on the 2019 version, which I'm very excited about as well. So yeah, I will leave all the links in the box below on how you can order. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you have any questions at all, let me know.